Ooh, baby, this is a good scoop because Assassin's Creed may finally be hitting Nintendo Switch. What's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce, and when we talk about what games we want to see hit Switch, Assassin's Creed is a franchise that always comes up because it's a big, bold game, but it seems like it'd be doable because Ubisoft loves working with Nintendo and because having Assassins on Switch would add good third-party clout to the platform. Well, we may finally be in luck because several Czech Republic stores are listing an Assassin's Creed 3 plus Liberation Remaster bundle for Nintendo Switch. Now, let it be known that these Czech sites often have bad data, but there are a number of things that make this one seem more legit. First off, it's multiple shops. Second of all, they have them listed for a February 15th release date with a price around $35. Now, that February date is interesting for a couple of reasons. One, because we're expecting an incoming Direct, so wouldn't this be a perfect thing to announce at your Direct, a bundle of Assassin's Creed 3, Liberation, bringing the franchise, maybe not the best games in the series, but bringing some part of the series to the Switch. Why would they pick these, and what about that date? Well, maybe the date correlates with the Direct, that there's a Direct coming between now and February 15th, which is awesome if true. But let's also remember that Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered and Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation Remastered are coming to PS4 and Xbox One via the Assassin's Creed Odyssey Season Pass in March. So that date could be a placeholder, that date could be completely bogus, that date could be when they're expected to be revealed, that date could be that they're coming to Switch first. Most likely, it's just a placeholder. Maybe it's even tied to a looming Direct, but it would be odd that after purchasing the Season Pass for Xbox One or PS4 alongside Assassin's Creed Odyssey, the Switch owners end up getting it first. So I don't think the date is all that accurate, but because Ubisoft is already working on these titles for the other platforms, maybe they decided to put in the extra effort and bring it to Switch. At first blush, it's like, why these games? Are they even ones we'd want? But then again, you look and see what's in Ubisoft's pipeline, and this might be an easy port if they already were putting effort and resources behind the titles. So Ubisoft canceled Steep last year. They haven't had a whole lot going on since on Switch. They did have Starlink. That was a multi-platform release that, by all accounts, did not do very well, unfortunately. I did think it was a cool idea, so it's kind of a bummer. But this would, I think, drive more sales. Maybe not as many as a new Assassin's Creed or an exclusive Assassin's Creed, but bundling together Assassin's Creed 3, which I think is loved a little bit more than I thought. In hindsight, I think that game is revered a little bit, and Liberation was the PS Vita title, so of course that would work on Switch. Now, the counter to that, or if I access the pessimistic side of my brain, those would say that this really isn't a big deal. It's bringing two old Assassin's Creeds, one that has Crummy Connor and was nowhere near as good as the Ezio trilogy, and the other is Liberation, which never reviewed that well, and the remaster on PS3 and 360 only scored in the mid-sixes. This isn't the way to introduce Assassins to the Switch, and it's just bringing games from a generation and 7 years ago to the platform instead of giving it the true exclusive experience that it deserves. So there's definitely that take on this situation as well. But let's flip back positive and say that a lot of different things do line up. This is a package that would be possible and plausible on the platform, and given what Ubisoft is up to, given the dates, given the potentially incoming expected Direct, it all kind of makes sense. Let's talk about the box art for a second. It is not unique art. This is in fact art that was utilized alongside the initial Assassin's Creed Liberation Remaster for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, so this is not unique box art, but it does look pretty legit. Now, granted, it could have been thrown together as some sort of hoax, given that that key art is already out there, but it is the perfect art to use for this sort of a collection. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say that I think this is very likely. It all adds up, and it seems like Ubisoft would want to get something like this on the platform early in the year, and maybe that helps them line up an even bigger release for later in the fall. Would you guys want to play Assassin's Creed 3 and Liberation on the Switch? The price point seems almost too good to be true. If it really comes out at $35, it's not a bad deal to get some Assassin's Creed on the go. Maybe you don't fully remember Connor's adventure in America. Maybe you do and just want to relive it. Maybe you never had a chance to play Liberation on Vita. Maybe you never owned a Vita. Maybe you never played the remaster and now you want to see what these are all about. Or maybe you think it's dumb because these are very old games and the Switch deserves better, but at least it would be more third-party representation, and it's extra sweet if it does happen because it would be parity with the PS4 and the Xbox One, who are also getting these games in Q1 2019. Sound off in the comments down below. Let me know if you think Assassin's Creed is finally hitting Switch and how you feel about this selection of titles being the ones to make that mark. We'll keep you posted if anything new drops, and maybe we'll see this rear its head for real at the next Direct, whenever that may be. Fingers crossed before February 15th. For now, everybody, thanks so much for watching. Have a fantastic day. Make sure to subscribe to stay up to date on the latest and greatest from the Switch, including this game, if it materializes, and many more. 2019 is shaping up to be a great one, and we can't wait to cover it all with you. So for now, thanks again, everybody. We love you. SwitchForce out.